There are so many guys who have problems with their father, and this is very bad. Because if you don't have a masculine figure in your life, how can you be masculine? How can you be a man? Now you might think, okay, but I have a single mother and she's very masculine. I mean, whatever it means, right? And she's, trying to raise me and my little brother. She works hard, and I don't even need a father. I don't even need this masculine figure in my life. And what about the masculine? This is very toxic. But hear me out. There is nothing toxic about masculinity. Because if you're a masculine man, that means that you're disciplined. That means that you have this mindset that looking for the opportunities to build himself up, his family, and his government. Yes, I know the government, but if you just really respect your country, you probably want to build and want to make this country as best as possible. And I'm saying this as a Russian man who came to the United States more than 6 years ago. When I was living in Russia, I mean, of course, I had my father. Of course, I love him and, I still respect my father. But I wouldn't say that he has this masculine mindset, this masculine role in my life. And I know it doesn't sound like I respect him, but I really do. I do. But I also understand that he probably didn't know how to raise children in order to make your children smarter, to have this mindset of growth, right? Because I was born in the USSR, like in the 1993, and so the time was very different that we have right now. And I'm not judging my father, I'm not judging my parents at all, but it also doesn't mean that I'm too happy with this. Because right now, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to build myself up as a man. And probably if you don't have a father, if you don't have brothers, if you're just, you've been raised by a single mother and there is no people in your circle that you can respect, congratulations, we're on the same page. But at least you just found this YouTube channel. And I know that even you have a father, even you love him as well as I do my father, right? But you still have this thoughts like, you know what, he doesn't look very masculine, or it's not about masculinity at all. He just doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything. He just also drinks, smokes, just have a shitty job and work as a typical worker. So there is no judge, but there are so many fathers like him. Okay, and even you understand that it doesn't make you any happy. But right now, let me tell you something. This is why you need to fight about this feminine mind, about these emotions, about this lack of discipline. And now you will ask, okay, I got it, but how? How can I do this? How can I start fighting against this weak mindset? And so for me, it was a huge decision because I made a decision to left Russia. I used to live with my parents for 25 years. My mother, she used to cook. My father, he used to pay bills and stuff. But I was a kid. At the age of 25, I was still a kid. So when I just moved to another country where I didn't understand English, my English was so zero, where I didn't understand the culture and the people around me, I had the reason to start building myself because I was skinny, I was weak, I was very emotional. And if you're at the same position as I was, so you need to start changing your life. And I would recommend, of course, to move out from your parents' house, start to rent the whole place, maybe a room, live with your friends, or at least just do something to never show up at your home, right? And I know that it sounds crazy because if you don't have any money, if you never worked in your life, probably this is the problem. But also, this is the opportunity and the reason why you need to step up and do something in your life because there is no person who will save you, who will give you a lot of cash when you're 30 years old, when you don't have a girlfriend, when you don't have real friends, when you keep playing video games or just doing some stupid shit. And I know that some of you might not believe in this, but let me tell you something. I have a Russian YouTube channel and I do some consulting. And people there just keep asking me the questions like, Ari, I'm 30 years old or even 35. I've been living with my parents for the whole life. I've never had a girlfriend. I've never worked. My parents keep paying bills. So what can I do? And after these questions, when you start getting these questions, you just realize that, oh my God, the problem with society is huge. It's so freaking deep. And it's not about just masculinity, it's about the whole mindset. Because the guys out there, they're so weak, so emotional, It's a huge lack of discipline. It's a huge lack of responsibility. Those people don't give a fuck about their life. And this is the problem. And now you might ask, but Ari, why do you care? Why do you make this video? Let me tell you something. Because there are a lot of masculine women. It's another problem. Because if you have a very weak, very feminine man, who will date this kind of man? A masculine woman. This is the answer. But I don't want to have a masculine woman. I don't want to have another man in a woman's body. And all of that, it might sound crazy here in America, especially here in California, by the way. I live in Los Angeles. And every time when I say something like this in public, I've been judged so many times, like just because of the words that I keep saying. But I really believe in that. There is no man who wants to have this masculine woman. Probably just a few of them. But I personally want to have a feminine, wonderful woman who just keep raising my kids. I pay for the bills. I pay for everything. I don't care about this because I believe in success. And this is what I'm going to. And if you're very young right now, or if you're 25, 30, I'm 32 years old almost, or 35 years old, and you haven't built anything under your name, so bro, this is the time when you start taking action. Because again, nobody gives a shit about. There is no person who will help you. Because the only person who can do something is you. So I want you to take a white list, just a white paper and a pen, and start writing what do you want to get in your life in terms of money slash business, in terms of relationship, in terms of your health and your mindset. So make sure that you write everything down. And the next step would be to have a plan, a simple roadmap, how exactly I'm going to achieve these goals. For example, I have this purpose to teach men how to become the best version of themselves through discipline, hard work, and also help them to build their personal brand. Because this is what I personally do. I keep building my personal brand, and I keep working with some clients and make them music videos, commercial videos, and content for social media. So I have a purpose. I have a specific goal. And right now, this is what I do. I keep making these videos. I keep working with my clients. So I want you to do the same thing. I'm not talking about the social media or the media agency, but I really believe that every man needs to have this personal brand and start investing time into himself. And so when you have a white paper with 4 lines, business, relationship, health, and mindset, this is how you start your journey. And this is really amazing because the day when I realized that where exactly I'm going to, I started having the reason to wake up and have this energy, right? Because your body gives you so much energy when you have a purpose, when you have a goal. And it's not about just like you're motivated for a couple of days and then you just go back to your previous life and start, having these bad habits. No, now you have discipline. And this is what makes you strong as a man. So I want you to do exactly how I said. And I hope that this video was very helpful for you. And I hope that you really enjoyed watching this video. If so, guys, put a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Всем пока.